Who has summoned Glorificus the Mighty? All shall bow before me.
It's a shame that trial ended so quickly, but I suppose not even Glorificus was a match for the mighty scary Bill Block. Tim, please summon subject number 3865.
Welcome back to a Compendium of Monsters. It's Imp Week. Before we continue, make sure you sting that subscribe button and grovel before your master, you pathetic. Whoa. The Nine Hells sure makes for a fun time. Imps are challenge level 1, and that's suitable because they're the basic of hell. Sure, you can make an argument for Lemuries and Nuparibos, but those two are just literal fodder. These tiny, devilish fiends have an armor class of 13, average hit points of 10, a speed of 20 feet, a flying speed of 40 feet, and dark vision out to 120 feet. Imps resist cold damage and weapon damage from non-magical attacks not made with silvered weapons. Better get your werewolf fighting gear out of storage. Imps are immune to fire damage, poison damage, and the poisoned condition. Imps have the Shape Changer ability, which allows them to take on a beast form resembling that of a rat, raven, or spider. If the imp is killed while shape changed, it reverts to its normal devil form provided it is in the Nine Hells. Imps have Devil's Sight, which allows them to see through magical darkness as if it was not present. I already know one of my players who would hate this. Hate it. Last, imps have magic resistance. F***ing what? A challenge level 1 creature has magic resistance? Magic resistance gives imps advantage on saving throws against all spells and magical effects, which is absolutely wild for a challenge level 1 creature. Imps have a single attack, thank goodness, which is either a stinger or bite attack depending if they're in their true form or a beast form. The attack deals an average of 5 damage and forces a constitution saving throw to take another 10 poison damage on a failed save or half on a success. Not gonna lie, if a big ass rat or spider was coming at me, I'll start f***ing blasting. Ravens, I might let my guard down a bit. The imp's other action is to cast invisibility on itself, but it must concentrate on the invisibility like a spell. The invisibility spell behaves as normal, ending if the imp loses its concentration or if the imp attacks. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't mind having pocket invisibility to get out of trouble, or honestly, to get into trouble. Imps are a low-ranking devil that are more or less the menial servants of the rest of the Nine Hells. The lowest-ranking devils, Nuparibos and Lemuries, can get promoted to imps if archdevils need more of them, while stronger devils can get demoted into imp form, which is always intended as a humiliation. Imps can be used as spies, couriers, scouts, or assassins if their target is a puny mortal being. Oh, that sounds like a treat. Get dragged away from eternal unlife as a Lemury to become a bitch of the Nine Hells. Sign me up. It turns out, actually, you can sign up to become part of the Nine Hells army, and why wouldn't you? For the low price of your soul and possibly the souls of everyone you've ever cared about, you can temporarily experience a surge in your personal power! No more nights spent studying magic like a rube. This is real power in real time. Limits and conditions apply. See your local contract-making devil for details. Not every devil can promise the same amount of power per soul consigned to eternity battling the armies of the Abyss or otherwise serving Asmodeus the Deceiver. Imps can appear in campaigns as enemies, or as allies? Those skilled in magic can summon their very own imp as a familiar. Of course, there's a catch. What, you didn't think you could get around those terms and conditions, could you? Alas, a summoner and their potential imp familiar have to agree to a contract that defines their conduct, how they split rewards, what is gained by which party, etc. An imp serves only as long as the contract is observed. But if you manage to secure an imp service, it will fight to the death for you. Well, sort of. Imps, like all devils, cannot be killed when outside the Nine Hells. Imps within 10 feet of their contracted partner grant their partner magic resistance, the contractually obligated partner can sense the imp within 1 mile, and both the imp and its partner can communicate telepathically within that distance. DMs! You have a choice with imps. You can either go a combat route or an information route. As scouts for powerful devils of the Nine Hells, imps generally have a good amount of information about the surrounding area. Sure, the information will cost your players a varying amount, but they can choose whether or not to make a deal. For combat, imps are better opponents if you use 2 or 3 instead of 1. Even with resistance to non-silvered weapons, the action economy does not favor a single imp, and your players will steamroll that lone wolf before laughing it off. Because they're relatively easy to defeat, imps are always invisible unless they are commanded to attack a target. Imps have slightly above average intelligence, meaning they're not going to attack a fighter in half plate unless there are no other options. If any of your player characters deal a significant amount of non-fire, non-poison damage, the imps will take out that caster first. For higher level parties capable of stomping a large number of imps, have imps foreshadow the approach of a larger force of devils. While the only devils that can create imps are greater devils or archdevils, any devil above imps in the infernal hierarchy, literally all of them, can issue commands to an imp so long as it does not conflict with orders from an even higher ranking devil. Sounds like a lot of middle management if you ask me, but this does allow for you to customize some kind of devil war party that can accost your players and provide them with some kind of challenge without setting up for a TPK. Players! If you get the feeling you're being watched, you definitely are. Imps can show up in any setting at any time. If you consistently see a larger than normal rat or a largish spider, feel free to roast it. If it's not immediately killed, you found the imp. The possibility of fighting against devils is a great reason to diversify your spell damage to something other than fire. Eldritch Blast is a solid choice, though lightning is effective against most devils. If you're a cleric or paladin, make use of radiant damage, necrotic damage, or any effect that messes with fiends like Channel Divinity, Turn the Faithless. If you're a martial class, you should honestly have your weapons silvered unless your DM is stingy with monetary rewards. With the high likelihood of running into devils or lycanthropes in Dungeons & Dragons, investing in a silvered weapon before you have access to magical weaponry is a solid choice. Anyways, what do you all think of imps? Let me know in the comments below. A special thank you to my patrons. And thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, share this video on your Twitter, Facebook, or other social media, and make the leap to become one of my patrons on Patreon. I'll see you all next time.